What's up and welcome to the video. Special video for you today. Mother's Day, by the time this video is out, is gonna be 6 days from now. Obviously having some great food, great desserts for Mother's Day. It's gonna make mom happy. So I'm gonna take you through 3 of my favorite desserts that I eat these all the time. I eat dessert almost on a daily basis, and these are 3 of my favorites. I like them because they're gut healthy. There's not any ingredients in any of these desserts that are honestly bad for you. Obviously this is a little bit of a disclaimer. This is individualized. If you do have a sensitivity or allergy to one of these foods, obviously don't eat it, but these are a few of my favorites. I digest them really well, don't really cause me any bloating, and yeah, all the ingredients are really healthy for you. They're also pretty high protein in terms of desserts along that realm, so that's another positive, as I'm trying to get 150 grams of protein in every day. And why not have dessert get you some of that protein as well? So the 3 I have for you today are: number 1, it's a Greek yogurt. We're gonna do a banana flavored Greek yogurt today, and I'll show you why later in the video. Number 2 is probably the first dessert that I ever made that was gut healthy, high protein like these, and this is going to be a cinnamon almond flour cookie that also has some collagen protein in it. And then the third one is going to be my special blueberry muffin. This is probably my personal favorite. We're going to save this one for last. Anyways, I have everything right here that we're going to use today, so without further ado, let's get started making the banana flavored Greek yogurt. All right, as you can see here, I have just the local everyday grocery store organic Greek plain yogurt, not flavored, no additional added ingredients. All it is non-fat milk, and it's got some probiotic cultures in it, but there's no artificial ingredients or anything else. I also happen to use the 0% milk fat one. If you want to use the regular one, go ahead and do that as well. I'm really going to be eyeballing this today just to make it a lot easier for everyone, but I'm gonna make 2 servings of this Greek yogurt, so it's gonna be 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. Next up, we're gonna head bananas, and these bananas aren't frozen. I took the liberty of going ahead and freezing some bananas cut up previously. So these basically operate just like ice cubes and kind of really helps with the texture as the ice cream is freezing. I'm really gonna eyeball this, try to do a cup of frozen bananas in there. I usually cut these up when they're getting too ripe where I don't want to eat them anymore. So instead of throwing out the extra bananas, just chop them. I peel the banana, chop them up like this, throw them in the freezer. It stays for a long time. Next step up, I have this raw honey. I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons. Hopefully that was about the right amount. And then last up, vanilla extract. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon. I just love vanilla extract. Don't use the imitation vanilla flavoring, not the same thing. It's also not as good for you. All right, so 4 ingredients: it's Greek yogurt, frozen bananas, honey, vanilla extract, which is really optional. I just love the flavor of it. So gonna blend this up real quick. All right, here we have it finally all blended up. It's pretty difficult to blend, like we're not putting any liquid in it, so it is pretty thick. I usually like try to press it down in order for it to blend properly. I would do everything in your power not to add any water to it, because when that freezes, it's gonna make it more icy, which sounds like would want that, but you really don't. Then we're just gonna throw it in the freezer, either put it in a glass Tupperware type container. I'm just using this glass bowl for right now. And that usually takes a couple hours to freeze. I usually stir it every 30 minutes or so, just because that makes the texture and consistency a little more even. Now that we got that in there, let's move on to the cookies next. Oven's preheated to 350 degrees. We're gonna start out here with 1.5 cups of almond flour. I balled it a little. I think we got 1.5. Next up, 1/2 cup of unflavored collagen protein. Collagen's kind of my secret weapon for baking. Obviously it's good because you're getting extra protein in, but collagen, which is different from a lot of other proteins, when you add it to baking, it kind of just makes this gel and adds moisture to the baked goods, which make them taste really good. At least for me, I just love the texture of it. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And I haven't really noticed that with other types of protein when I bake. Almost like adding powder, but it's actually like you're adding liquid to it. It's just something I really like doing. So 1/2 cup of unflavored collagen peptides. And after that, we're gonna go ground cinnamon. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon. After that, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt. Back at it here with the vanilla extract. 3 tablespoons raw honey. 1, 2, 3. And then finally 2 eggs going in there as well. And that's everything. So we're gonna mix this up, put it onto the pan, I'll show you, and then throw it into the oven. All right, when you get it finally made, it should kind of look like this. It's just like a thick, doughy type consistency, as you can see right here. All right, and almost committed a grave error. So since I last talked to you, I did add chocolate chips in here. As you can see, order has been restored. All right, so we threw those cookies in the oven. It's gonna be 14 to 16 minutes at 350. While those are cooking, we're gonna get started and throw these almond flour, collagen protein, blueberry muffins together. So for these, we're gonna start again with 2 cups of almond flour. We're gonna do about 3/4 of a cup of the same collagen protein. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon baking soda. Next up, we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of this coconut oil. Gonna warm that up real quick. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, so 1 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna go 4 tablespoons of raw honey, coconut oil, and 2 large eggs. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. All right, so we got this pretty mixed right now, and then lastly, we're gonna fold in the blueberries. You can really go as much or as little as you want on these, depending on how much you like blueberries. I usually do about 1/2 cup, so we got our batter all ready to go. Gonna throw this in a little bit of a cupcake tray, put it in the oven. All right, blueberry muffins are set to go. I'm gonna throw these in the oven as well, also for about 15 to 18 minutes. All right, so we're finally all set with everything. I'm enjoying them all mixed together right here. This is amazing. The Greek yogurt combined with the almond flour muffin and cookies. You get the hot and cold, soft cookie, soft muffin with what tastes like ice cream. It's so good. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you in the next video next Monday.